Hello everyone, it's Scott. Welcome back to another episode of Regrowth. Now I've been working on expanding my seeds. So at the end of the last episode I had created Ardite and Cobalt seeds, and so I've gotten these up to about level 7 and 6 respectively, and these are all set up to expand. I'm just going to let them run. Unfortunately I have a bit of a cold. You can probably tell from my sinuses are a little stuffy, and so I'm going to try to get through this as much as I can. I've almost gotten the next 10-10-10 seed out of the regeneration seeds, and I started going back and cleaning up some of the old seeds, like my sugarcane wasn't at 10-10-10 yet, or the cactus was only at a level 9. So I've restructured this so it expands, and I noticed that I did not have artichokes going, so I'm going to let that go to a 3x3 patch. Growing a couple more trees, and I replaced the floor here with marble with a dent, and I'm not quite sure that I like it now that I've placed it down, so I might rip it up again. I haven't quite found a good material that I like. It looked better when it was in the small patch, and then once I expanded it, I'm not that happy with it. But in any case, I did a little cleanup here in the Botania area. Since I didn't want to leave the portal running, since I didn't really need it. So in order to conserve mana, I shut it down, and I think I'm getting ready for the next tier of seeds here. Now there's three things I really want to do. I want to see if I can get these monster seeds today. I also want to get a Manulin pickaxe and then work my way up to Osmium. And so let's get started. Now I prepped a bunch of things over here. So starting out, I have the formula for the Wither Skeleton Skull. So this is going to be Wither Skeletons as well as or heads, as well as the Wrath and Pride runes. So I'm just going to get this all set up here. Let's load up the runic altar with the 2 skeleton skulls, a rune. Let's get the 3 extreme essence, the seed, and the other rune of pride. And then let's wait this guy out, toss in a living rock, and wait for that ticker to tick up. Now I guess while that's running, I might as well construct the Manulin pickaxe. So using the Cobalt and a little bit of leftover Ardite from last time, I melted down some of the material in the Tinker's Construct smeltery, and with that I should have enough. Well, I did. I had 1 Manulin ingot left over, which is all I need to make a Manulin pickaxe head. So let's throw that in with an iron binding and a bone, and that should give me my Manulin mining level Manulin pickaxe. Excellent. And so what I immediately want to do is upgrade this using another Silky Jewel, so that way I don't have to deal with the pigmen when I head over to the Nether to mine. So this guy still ticking, so I think at this point I'm going to wait it out. And excellent. Let's bip it with the wand and collect all of our runes back, and here is our Wither Soul Seed. And so let's cash that guy in and pick the extreme essence. Wonderful. So the next seed is the Ghast tier. So let's throw that in, and I need to double check the formula again. So the Ghast seed is going to need 2 Ghast tiers, a Sloth, and a Wrath, and then pretty much the exact same thing. So let's throw in not those, pretty much everything but. So, Sloth, Wrath, Essence Seed. Then we're going to need the 3 of the Extreme Essence as well as the 2 Ghast Tears. And then let's throw the Living Rock on top and wait this guy out. Okay, that's ready to go. And done. So back to the book. Ghastly Seed, and more Extreme Essence, please. Okay, let's get started on the next seed, which is Slime. So let's check out the next guy, Slimy Seeds, and that's going to give us the ability to basically spawn slime balls. So I had a couple left over from the that guy down in the mines. So let's drop in the runes, 3 Extreme Essence, and this is going to take a while. So while that's running, I'm going to reactivate the portal to Alfheim here with a right click. Oh, I have to remove my torch, then right click. And that's going to use up a bit of mana, but what I really want to do is throw in these 48 living wood in order to make dream wood. So throwing that in, we can see it's going to return a 1-for-1. So dream wood is used for a lot of things, but most notably I'm going to use it to make the elven mana spreader. So this is a more advanced mana spreader. It can hook up to a lot more flowers. It has a higher internal buffer, and it also has, I think, a better range with less loss. But so with that, that's going to be a pretty good next step. So. That's still ticking, almost done. And done. So grab that, head back to the quest book, grab the Extreme Essence, claim reward. Okay, I'm back here in the Nether, just a little ways away from my my entrance fort, and I'm going to mine this nether osmium ore with my manual pickaxe. And there we go, nether osmium ore. So, there's one other thing that I wanted to gather while I was here to finish off a pretty old quest. Now that I have this this level of a pick, and if I remember where it is, I'm going to head over here to this side of the gorge. If I remember, there should be an emerald, nether emerald, somewhere around here that I can mine. Here we are, quite a bit of ways, but with this, I can grab the nether emerald. And what that's going to do, as I get rid of that spider, actually, I should probably also eat some food so I can heal while I'm chatting. So what that's going to do is clear up this quest. If you recall way back in What the World Embraces, we have the reclamation quest down here where I needed a steel harvest for the nether diamond, nether emerald. Well, it turns out that I had blown past that, gotten the cobalt and the nether sulfur in last episode, and then just now gotten a nether osmium ore. So that's going to clear up a reward, so I'm going to get 24 more osmium and 24 more rutile. Excellent. So, let's head back to the surface and figure out what to do with that osmium. Okay, I'm back in the overworld, so let's cash in the stuff that I just mined. So I hit a couple more osmium ore spots on the way back. A couple things that I had been running over and over. And so with this, I'm going to end up, I think I'm just going to throw this in the, this is going to take a blast furnace. Okay, great. So before I do anything, let's throw this 30 osmium into the blast furnace, and then once it cooks down to osmium ore, I'm going to throw that into the Tinker's Construct smeltery. Now I did start extracting the creosote oil into tanks. I'm still generating more oil, so I'm going to have to find a better storage for this, but for now, let's grab some of the osmium and head back down to the smeltery. I think 4 should be enough. So, since the... well, actually, no, I'm going to need 5. Because the ore doubling is going to turn 5 into 10, and then I can use the 10 ingots to make, well, 9 ingots will make 1 block of osmium, which is what I need to make the osmium seeds to make this a renewable resource. So let's get this started and throw in a ingot cast. I'm back, and I gathered up all of my cobalt and ardite seeds. You can see that the cobalt's almost 10-10-10 already, and the ardite is gathering a lot more essence, though, it seems, than the cobalt, but this should be enough to get me going if I were to combine this into 12. Okay, so 6 ardite will become 12 ingots worth. This will become 10 ingots worth, which is enough for me to generate plenty of, to make another block of manulin. Let me grab my osmium ingots out and head back. I think that if I recall, the okay, so yeah, cobalt can be burned down straight. Ardite can be burned down straight. So let me throw them into the smeltery. And I'm going to make sure I turn off the pump, so that way it gives this a chance to combine into manulin. And then I will combine this into the osmium block. And there we go. That's enough for 10 ingots of manulin, so we'll turn the pump back on and wait for this to create our ingots. Excellent. Alright, let's grab those ingots out and craft up 1 more block of manulin. Okay, let's get going. So here is the Osmium Seed, and this guy is a biggie. So, Extreme Essence, Rune of Sloth, Rune of Pride, Rune of Greed, Refined Steel, the 2 blocks, and a little bit of cyan dye. And I think I prepped this. Actually, I need 1 more Extreme Essence. So let's just grab everything here and 1 more Extreme Essence and load everything up into the runic altar. So 2 blocks, the cyan, the 3 runes, the 4 Extreme Essence, and then we're going to need the seed, 1 more essence. Well, it doesn't seem to be dropping in. Ah, there we go. I was just aiming incorrectly. And refined steel. And this is going to take a long time to tick. So while that's going, I'm going to get working on the next level of quests. I have a couple of things to cash in here under the way the world works. So I completed my terrasteel agglomeration plate, so I'm going to cash in the terrasteel ingots. I got... Oh, okay. So I got the other side of the story all done. I gathered up Elementium, Dreamwood, and Skystone, and that's going to give me some Alph Glass. And then next we have moving more mana, which is what I was talking about earlier as an Elven mana spreader. So these guys can move a lot of mana very quickly. I can attach a lot of flowers to them. It looks like it's going to give me 2 tablets. So let's go gather. I'm going to need 1 more flower petal. So let me grab that while I can. So let's, whoops. I want to grab everything here. Let's put those gray petals back. Which one? Mystical black petal I have 100 of, so I'll just grab that. Now the cactus is done. That's up to 10, 10, 10. The sugarcane's done at 10, 10, 10. So I'm going to fill those in later in between cuts. But let's head back over here and grab out the Dreamwood and 1 piece of Elementium ingot. And if I recall, the formula should be this, this, and this. Okay, so Dreamwood around the top and bottom, and that should give us 1 mana spreader. Let's claim our reward. Now I'm still blocked in what the world teaches. I can't get to that no accounting for taste quest yet. So let's move on to level 5, what the world enables. And there's a bunch of stuff that I've kind of been putting off. Let's get going on this Crucible of Fire. I'm going to need a block caster and a ladle. Oh, and looks like this just finished. Awesome. So let's cash that in. Great, because then I can start growing the seeds and what the world is built from. So let's grab that Osmium Seed and grab some Extreme Essence, which I can't because my inventory is full. My inventory is very full. So let's put that here in the box and try this one more time. Done. So as I was just mentioning before, the next piece in the What the World Enables is the Crucible of Fire quest. And for this, I'm going to need a ladle and a block caster. And the block caster, well, the ladle's pretty simple. It's actually 3 pieces of copper ingots. The block caster is going to need 8 burnt bricks from mariculture, which I can get by burning nether brick in a vat, which I have just completed. So here's our 8 pieces of brick. So let's head over here to our mariculture area and craft up 1 block caster as well as a ladle. There we go. So it looks like the ladle can dish out 1 ingot worth of material at a time. Let's place it, well, for lack of a better place. Well, let's just place it here on the wall. And I can clean stuff up later. Oop. Okay, so looks like that is going to be the equivalent of the ingot caster, except it can hold well, what looks like 10 ingots worth, if each ingot is 144. Not quite sure why it's 10 and not 9, but maybe there's a little bit of overflow for the to allow it to seamlessly keep absorbing material. So that should finish this quest line. which will give us more lava and some more burnt brick. Okay, so I've completed a couple of these. Smith of the Year, I already made a blacksmith hammer and a blacksmith anvil, and that's going to give me... Now, I don't know what a blacksmith assistant is. But, oh, okay, hobbyist steam engine. So, a rolling machine, well, I made my rolling machine already. So the hobbyist steam engine, let's take a look at that guy. Produces 20 RF per tick, uses 10 millibuckets of steam per tick. Okay. So this is not that complicated. So let's head over and grab a piston. Oops. Okay, there's our piston. I don't have enough inventory space, so let's get rid of the copper and head back up here to our tin area. So let's start on those bushings. Blacksmith assistant, I'll put over by the blacksmith anvil. Let's grab a couple of pieces of tin and make some bushings in a 2x2 pattern. So with that, I'm going to need some gold ingots. I mean, sorry, not ingots, but actually nuggets. So pretty easy with this compacting drawer, which is auto decomposing my ingots for me. So I need glass and 3 more ingots. Why do I keep saying ingots? It's really nuggets. Okay, and then a little bit of glass, which I think I put over here. Yes. Okay. And we'll combine all that up. And done. So I'm not sure where I'm supposed to get 10 millibuckets of steam. But hopefully it'll teach me. Iron plate. Okay. A simple steam-based engine should be able to provide what you need in that regard. Okay, well, let's grab 1 block of iron and head back to the anvil over here. Blacksmith assistant? No. Maybe that goes on top, maybe? No? Okay. Let's, I'm gonna have to research that. So for now, let's just put that there. Let's grab the block of iron, place it here, and then we'll start hitting it with... Whoops! What am I doing? I don't want to right click, I want to left click. Alright, when in doubt, read the directions, because the hobbyist steam engine is going to require redstone signal to turn on. It's going to require water supply, and then it's going to need a fuel supply. So in this case, I'm burning a block of coal. It's producing steam. Right now, the steam's not going to go anywhere, but the energy should route. I think I need another emerald kinesis pipe here in order to hook this up properly. Do I have another one kicking around? Yeah, I think I have it over here in this chest. Well, here it was, emerald kinesis pipe over by the ingot casting area. So let's, did I actually grab that? No, I didn't actually grab it. Let's try again. Great. So let's head back up to the generator. And this is still a stopgap This did not connect up. Oh man, am I like one piece off? I'm gonna need a couple more. Yeah, I'm gonna need a couple more kinesis pipes to get that routing around. My mistake. So let's grab 2 pieces of golden pipe, head back up, and what this should do is start producing RF power as a fuel-based source, and great. Okay, so that's a pretty good amount of RF power right here. And what I need to do is not use the anvil, but this is actually going to need the rolling machine. Where is it? Right here. So I need to take 4 pieces of click the craft. Okay, I need 4 pieces of iron ingots in order to produce my iron plate. And so with that, that should get me what I need for the quest. Okay, so I've done a bunch of these already, which is really good. So let's get the seared brick. I already made that. So, and I also made all the pieces of the Tinker's Construct smeltery, and that's going to give me a couple more casts. Not that kind of coke. I already made a coke oven with the coke brick oven, and I also made coal cokes. It looks like it's going to give me bottles of creosote. And again, I also made a carpenter block. So let's get some watering cans. Or not, because I am now all out of space. And the next thing I want to look at is this full steam ahead, which looks like this is how I'm going to create steam. So I'm going to need a firebox and a boiler tank. I was doing a little bit of reading about this, but the description is pretty good. So basically you need to build a layer of a firebox, which could either be a 1x1, 2x2, or 3x3. And then depending upon the number of tanks that you place on top, governs how much steam the whole process is going to give out. And then you can feed that steam into the various generators, mechanism. I mean, not mechanism. I think these are all railcraft generators, which use steam. And the problem with railcraft is they require a water supply. So unfortunately, well, it looks like one hobbyist steam engine is outstripping my energy needs at the moment. But let me go over here and double check if the... Okay, so the farm is actually getting power now, and we can see that it's starting to burn down a little bit of fertilizer. It's gathering a small amount of material, which is entering the buffer, and we can see that it's slowly sweeping over here. And I'm not sure what the pattern is, but hopefully it's going to do a couple. I don't know if it's doing rings or quadrants or what, but hopefully it works its way all over the essence fields and does a good job of cleaning out. Oh, okay, it seems like it is working over here. Not sure what the holdup is. As far as what was that? Okay, no power. So looks like we are RF limited in how much in the speed of the farm. So that's controlling why this is ticking so slowly. There we go. Here's another tick. So I think if I were to ramp up the power production, then it should be able to go through and just clear this whole field. So this is awesome nonetheless, but it could be better. Alright, let's get going on this boiler. So I think I have everything I need. So to make the firebox, I'm going to need brick, a fire charge, and a furnace. And the fire charge is going to need blaze powder, gunpowder, and coal. So I can take one of my blaze rods and break them down, and then take the gunpowder and grab myself a fire charge. I can take my cobblestone and basically build a standard Minecraft furnace, and then let's whip up a solid fuel fired firebox. Next, I'm going to work with a low pressure boiler tank, and for that I just need my iron plate that I just built. So let me grab a couple of those, and that should be enough to cash in the quest, and that'll give me golden fluid pipe. Oh, no, it won't, because now I need a commercial steam engine. Okay. So the commercial steam engine looks like it has a lot more RF per tick, but it also has to have steam. So iron plate, glass, and then iron gear, which is pretty easy to make. I think the issue is going to be just getting a few more pieces of iron plate. So let me grab a couple more pieces of iron, head back down, and as I pass by, let me grab another piston from the super crafting frame. I'll throw these into the rolling machine. And good. That'll auto-generate some stuff. Now I'm curious why this is still running. Okay. Do I really need this much copper electron tube? Probably not. So let's turn off the RF power source here. The fabricator, maybe I can take the glass out to kind of turn this guy off. And that way maybe you can stop drawing the RF energy and use it towards other stuff. Okay, so let's head back up. Let's grab another piece of glass from the chest. Let's then start prepping for the next level of plate. I'm sorry, for the next level of gears. So let's make a couple of sticks out of this. And grab some cobble. And let's see if we can whip up the gear. So let's get 2 wood gear, which then means I'm going to need 2 stone gear. Do I have? I don't have enough cobble. Okay, let's do 1 more of that. And okay, then I'm going to need some iron next. So 8 pieces of iron. Oh, okay. Looks like there's 2 different formulas. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's okay. Let's just grab the steam engine and call that done. Alright, so that's pretty good progress here for the day. So I'm going to work on hooking up the RF generator, increasing my RF production, and seeing if I can get yeah, this is very slowly spreading. I don't think it's keeping up with the rate of growth of the crops, but what I can do is hook up the generators, work on a couple other ideas I have with for some RF power production, and yeah, and then I'll keep working on those seeds and get them up to a 10-10-10. So with that, I'm going to call this an episode. So if you could, please leave a comment or a like, and I will see you next time in Regrowth. Bye!